say I never thought it'd be so fun, but I heard it in the alley, now I got it on the run. If you wanna see an angel, you got to find it where it fell. If you wanna get to heaven, you got to raise a little hell. Mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. When evening rolls around and it's time to go to town, where do you go? To rock and roll. Your folks say that you gotta end your day by 10. If you're out on a date and you bring it home late, it's a sin. Just ain't no excuse, and you know you're gonna lose and never win. I'll say it again, and it's all because your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. When evening rolls around and it's time to go to town, where do you go? To rock and roll. Driving to find a place to park. You hop into the back seat where you know it's nice and dark. You're just about to move and you're thinking it's a breeze. The light in your eye and then a guy says, "Open the door, long hair." Ooh-wee, you're coming with me, the local police. And it's all because your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. Evening rolls around and it's time to go to town. Where do you go? To rock and roll. Where do you go? To rock and roll. Where do you go? To rock and roll.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms tonight with a low temperature of 65 degrees. We'll see northeasterly winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Saturday, look for scattered showers and storms with a high temperature of 78, and winds out of the north at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday looks partly cloudy with a high temperature of 80 degrees. Monday, lots of sun with a high temperature of 80. On Tuesday, we'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms with a high again reaching 80 degrees. Wednesday, look for a chance of storms with a high temperature of 81. For WOCO Radio, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
second, every moment. We've got to make it last. I touch you once, I touch you twice. I won't let go at any price. I need you now, like I need you then. You always said we'd still be friends someday. If you leave, I won't cry, I won't waste one single day. But if you leave, don't look back, I'll be running the other way. 7 years went under the bridge, like time was standing still. Heaven knows what happens now. You gotta say you will. Touch you once, I touch you twice. I won't let go at any price. I need you now, like I need you then. You always said we'd meet again.
You're listening to your number one home for youth sports, WOCO Stereo FM, O'Connell, Wisconsin.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms tonight with a low temperature of 65 degrees. We'll see northeasterly winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Saturday, look for scattered showers and storms with a high temperature of 78, and winds out of the north at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday looks partly cloudy with a high temperature of 80 degrees. Monday, lots of sun with a high temperature of 80. On Tuesday, we'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms with a high again reaching 80 degrees. Wednesday, look for a chance of storms with a high temperature of 81. For WOCO Radio, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
Time now for Green Bay Bullfrogs baseball on WOCO Stereo FM.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog, was a good friend of mine.
Today's game being brought to you by Nicolay National Bank, Brew Pub Pizza, Edvest, Triangle Distribution Miller. Let's head down to the field with your announcer, Brandon Morgan.
Singing joy to the world, all the boys and girls now. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea, joy to you and me.
Hello and welcome, Bullfrog fans, to another edition of Bullfrogs Baseball. I am Brandon Morgan alongside Joe Spencer, Colin, and Dave. We're here to bring you another South Divisional matchup as the Rockford Rivets are still in town as we are finishing up our 8-game regular season series. Currently the Bullfrogs hold a series lead 4-3, so a win tonight will clinch a series victory over the Rivets. But it was a tough game last night as the Rivets came out swinging, recording 11 runs on 17 hits. Bullfrogs unable to match that offensive outburst. The Rivets got started early. Neil Tyrell hit a solo shot to start the ball game. They put it 4 in the third, giving a 5-1 lead. The Bullfrogs unable to muster really any offense till late, but at that point, not enough time left. A 3-run home run got by Colton Onstad in the 8th, cut it in half, but the Bullfrogs would eventually fall 11-6. That loss for your Bullfrogs moves their second half record to 17-16. Overall, they sit at 32-37. But with 3 games remaining, your Bullfrogs are just 1 game out of the 4th and final playoff spot. So they still have a shot to make back-to-back playoff berths, but they're going to have to start with this one as they need to take care of this Rockford Rivets team. Let's take a look at the Rivets lineup that they're going to be bringing into this ball game. Batting first at second base is going to be Neil Tyrell. Over in center field, it's going to be David Cronin. Back in the lineup, it's going to be first baseman Hunter Hargrove. At short, Ryan Long. At third base tonight, it's going to be Ricardo Ramirez. In right field, Keane O'Brien. The DH tonight is going to be Troy Traxler. Jack Wassels in left field, and Brendan Williams is doing the catching tonight for the Rivets. They're going to go against the right-hander out of Columbia, Mr. Harrison Egley. So it'll be Egley's second start against the Rockford Rivets. Last time out, the righty went 5 2/3 and gave up 0 runs as he actually brought a no-hitter into the 5th inning. So he's looking to continue that success against this Rivets team in probably a must-win ball game. I'm going to say it's a must-win. Lakeshore's in Battle Creek. That's who the Bullfrogs are chasing. That's by a game. We'll keep you updated, of course, on that score as well as all the scores around the league as the first pitch from Egley is going to be a ball down. Harrison Egley works quick. The 6'5", 200-pound Columbia sophomore. As Tyrell sends one to right center field, and that's going to drop for extra bases. Goes to the wall. Eustace has some trouble with it. Tyrell's going to round second. He's going to head to third. The throw gets away from Lees, and that's going to be a triple for Neil Tyrell. Tyrell again opening up the game with some fireworks. Last night he had a solo shot. Tonight hits a triple off the right center wall, and the Rabbits are really picking up where they left off last night offensively. First batter, first hit, and they already had a runner in scoring position. Nobody out here in the top of the first. If you're just joining us, Bullfrogs, 3 games remaining, 1 game behind the Chinooks, as they're finishing up an 8-game series against this Rockford Rivets team, as David Cronin's first pitch swinging is going to send one down the third baseline foul, 0-1. Egley in his last 2 starts has earned both no decisions on August 6th against the Lakeshore Chinooks. He went 6 innings, allowed 3 runs on 6 hits, walked 1, struck out 4. As Cronin is going to hit a ground ball to Brian Lees at third base. Lees makes the play for out number 1. Neil Tyrell still at third base. So let's take a look at the Bullfrogs defensively. We got Austin Clemens at first, Matt Hoig at second, Brian Lees over there at third. First time he's played third base this year. Josh Hollander at shortstop, Chris Boatsways in left, Laren Eustace in center, Marcus Shoemaker in right, and behind the plate doing the catch tonight, it's going to be Colton Onstadt, again Harrison Egley on the mound, as Hunter Hargrove, the first baseman, steps to the plate. Infield's going to play in. They're going to try to gun down the run at home as that 1-0 pitch is fouled straight back. So Brian Lees first start at third base. He was taking some ground balls today in batting practice at third. He's one of the Bullfrogs catchers. He's also played a little bit of first, not so much though. So we'll see how he does at third. Quincy Naporti getting a day off. That ball is going to be hit to center field. Eustace is going to come on. Tyrell is going to tag the throw to the plate. As Tyrell puts on the brakes and heads back to third. Ball's a little too shallow off the bat of Hargrove, so Egley 2 outs, trying to work around a leadoff triple. That ball not hit far enough, and Laren Eustace had a really strong arm out there in center. Tyrell, not the fastest guy in the world, didn't want to try it. 2 outs, runner at third. And that's going to bring up Ryan Long, the shortstop. Egley bringing a 4-2 record into this ballgame, so looking for win number 5 as Long swings and misses, strike 1. A 3.91 ERA. He has 20 appearances, 5 starts. Again, he started as the Bullfrogs closer. He picked up a couple saves in the beginning of the season, but has transitioned nicely into the starting rotation. As the 0-1, that one's fouled back, 0-2 to Ryan Long. So in 46 innings this year, has 45 strikeouts to only 17 walks, and has allowed 39 hits. Right now trying to pitch a scoreless first after giving up a leadoff triple to Neil Tyrell. 0-2 now to Long. Tries to go with the fastball. That's going to miss away. Egley's going to feature a hard fastball, 88 to 90 from the righty, and also a nice sharp breaking ball. 1-2, as you see right there. Egley's really a 2-pitch guy. He will show a changeup occasionally, but again, he's more fastball, breaking ball. Two. And that one misses away. That was the changeup, trying to get Long chasing. And that's where he's going to use that changeup, is against the lefties. That pitch is going to die down and away. But it's a full count now to Ryan Long with 2 outs and a runner at third. That one misses up. So after having Long 0-2, 4 straight balls. And now it's first and third. And that's going to bring up Ricardo Ramirez, the third baseman. Ramirez earned himself Northwoods League Player of the Night as he picked up a 3-hit ball game. And remember, he had that 3-run home run in the 6th. It's at that point a 9-1 lead. As first pitch he sees, he fouls straight back. Also drove in 3 runs. First and third, 2 outs. Let's see if Long maybe gets in motion. He stays there. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Ramirez does struggle with strikeouts this season. 45 for Ricardo Ramirez out of the University of Illinois, Chicago. 0-2. That one's hit up the middle. Honder's going to go. Range. Sets his feet, throws to first, and gets the out. Nice play, Josh Honder up the middle. Saves a run for your Bullfrogs as we're going to strand a runner at third. We head to the bottom of the first at 0-0. Bullfrogs baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
Attention business owners, it's tough enough to make a buck in today's competitive world. But if you're sending Washington and Madison more income tax money than you put in your own pocket, you're not going to be long for this world. Stop complaining and do something about it. Things don't just magically change by themselves. The tax code is full of legit loopholes and planning ideas for all size business operations, but you need to team up with a proactive CPA at Eilenfeld, Scantron, and Anderson to put them into action. Call 715-735-0583 before it's too late.
Summer can take toll on your floors. Dirt and sand digging in, destroying carpet and vinyl flooring. Check out the latest styles at Factory Direct Flooring of Green Bay. At Factory Direct Flooring, you can save money on new flooring by avoiding the middleman. Carpet starting at 55 cents per square foot. Vinyl flooring starting at 99 cents per square foot. They also have custom area rugs. You designed them, we make them. Factory Direct Flooring located at 1330 South Military Avenue at the intersection of 9th Street in Green Bay.
You're listening to your number one home for youth sports, WOCO Stereo FM, O'Connell, Wisconsin.
Welcome back, bottom of the first. As the Rockets strand a couple, they got a leadoff runner at third base and Neil Tyrell unable to score him. So it's 0-0. We head to the bottom of the first. Your Bullfrogs starting lineup for game number 70. Lauren Eustace is going to lead us off out in center field. Then it's going to be Josh Honder, who made a nice play at short to end the inning. Marcus Shoemaker in right. Austin Clemens at first. Colton Onstotz, again behind the plate. The DH tonight is going to be Brad Hamilton. Chris Boatsways in left. Brian Lees at third. Matt Boyd rounds us out at second base. First pitch is going to miss outside for ball number 1. Bullfrogs will be going against right-handed pitcher from Iowa, Drake Robinson. As that ball is hit well into the gap, and that's going to fall for a base hit in front of Cronin. Single for Larry Eustace. Drake Robinson making his second start against your Bullfrogs as he struggled last time out, as he gave up 8 runs in 4 innings. On his way to a loss. That was back on July 24th. As Honda's first pitch swinging, he sends one to shallow center field. David Cronin coming on and makes the catch for out number 1. And let's take a look at this Rivets defensive lineup. Over at first, it's going to be Hunter Hargrove. At second base, Neil Tyrell. Third baseman, Ricardo Ramirez. Shortstop, Ryan Long. In left field, Jack Wassell. Out in center again, David Cronin. Right fielder, Keen O'Brien. Braden Williams. Doing the catching again on the mound, Drake Robeson. Marcus Shoemaker in the 3-hole. First pitch he sees. It's going to be a fastball on the inner part of the plate. In 4 innings against the Bullfrogs, gave up those 9 hits, 8 runs. The Bullfrogs kind of just hit around on him. He didn't walk anybody, struck out 4. The 0-1. Pick off at 10. Eustace gets back safe over there at first. Larry Eustace, 11 stolen bases this season. Robeson, last appearance though, came out of the bullpen. As he had to close the game out against the Kalamazoo Browns. Runner's going to go. It's going to be off the glove of Williams, and Eustace will get in safely. It's going to be a stolen base for Larry Eustace. Bullfrogs have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the first. Who in an inning and gave up a couple hits, was able to preserve a Rivets victory. Was back on August 10th. So essentially that was used kind of as a bullpen day. But Robeson really struggling as of late though. In his last 3 starts, he's 1 for 2, giving up 17 runs in a little over 13 innings. The 1-1 to Shoemaker. That one's going to miss off the glove of Williams, and Eustace is going to get to third. So the Bullfrogs have a run at third with less than 2 outs. It's going to be a pass ball on the catcher, Williams. The Bullfrogs lead season series 4 games to 3, as they took the previous 4 before dropping the 1 last night. 2-1 pitch to Shoemaker, and he's going to pop one up. That's going to go towards the Rivet bullpen. Ramirez is going to make the catch as Eustace fakes like he's going to go, but he'll head back to the bag. So Shoemaker fouls out, pops out, in foul territory. Eustace remains at third, now 2 outs. It'll be up to Austin Clemens to try to bring in the first run for the Bullfrogs. Bullfrogs trailed early against the Rivets. It was quickly 3-0. Excuse me. It was 1-1, and then it was 5-1. Trying to jump on the Rivets early, try to give Egley some cushion on the mound. 1-0 for Clemens. That's going to be at the knees. A good spot by Robeson. A lot of great things going around the sports world tonight. You got Alex Rodriguez's last game. And the Green Bay Packers open up their preseason game as Clemens swings over a breaking ball. So we'll give you guys updates on the Green Bay Packers score and also anything Alex Rodriguez related, as he's in his last at-bat in a Yankee uniform. 1-2 to Clemens. Double breaking ball, he's going to look at it for strike 3. The Bullfrogs ran a runner at third. Here in the bottom of the first, it's 0-0. We head to the second. Bullfrogs baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
This is Kirsten, General Manager of the Peshtigo and O'Connell Pharmacies. Do you feel like you're paying too much for your medications? Stop in and see our pharmacist about our cost minimization program. We would love to save you some money. Peshtigo and O'Connell Pharmacies, our family helping your family.
Are you looking for a checking account that's right for you? Let the Stevenson National Bank and Trust help you find the right one. All you have to do is let us know how you like to bank, and we'll show you the solution that works best for you. Whether you need simple checking or an account loaded with features, it's all right here at the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. I'm Beth Larson at the O'Connell office. Stop in anytime at 101 Bray Lake Way, and we'll get started. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Shop
Hi, folks. This is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's, we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then, when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
So it was the Bullfrogs that stranded the runner at third in that inning as well, as they had Larry Eustace over there with one out, but a Marcus Shoemaker foul pop-up and a strikeout of Clemens. Ended the inning at 0-0. We head to the top of the second. Man, stopping at Richard Kernium's. They have great staff, great people, some of the best wings and bloodies in town. Come see the newly remodeled indoors and enjoy the game on one of our many screens, including 2 projectors. Richard Craniums will see you out here. Keith O'Brien is the first rivet batter, and the inning it's going to be O'Brien, Traxler, Wassel. 2 up. That was the 0-1. He's going to be hit and caught by Austin Clemens, jumping up and snagging a hit away from O'Brien. Nice play, Austin Clemens. That's out number 1. And it's going to bring up tonight's beer batter, Troy Traxler. Fans who came out tonight was treated to a Jeremiah Firefighter bobblehead, and that ball's going to miss in, and it looks like they're going to say it hit him. So it's going to be rewarded first base. So Traxler hit by a pitch to reach with 1 out here in the second. So it's the Aurora Baker EMS Appreciation Night. And the fans got a awesome Jeremiah Firefighter bobblehead. They got to take home with them. So awesome stuff as the season's winding down. As the Bullfrogs only have 1 more home game left. That one's coming on Sunday against Lakeshore, which happens to be the last game of the 2016 regular season. Strike 1 to Jack Wassel. Pick on the time safe. Wassel, interesting story, as he has yet to attend college. He's actually just graduated high school this May. As the 0-1, runner goes, swing and a miss, the throw down a second, got him. Traxler is thrown out by Colton Onstadt. And now there are 2 outs, we're also down 0-2. Northwoods League usually have to be in college, but sometimes they make exceptions to the rule if a high school player is of a big enough caliber to compete in this league. And they thought that Wassel was. He joined the Rivets a few weeks ago. He will be attending the University of Minnesota, the Gophers, in the fall. 1-2. That one's going to miss in the dirt. Going to get by Onstadt. 2-2. So that's why he's really getting a chance to play in the Northwoods League. A league that is so competitive, the best players in the country trying to play here, as Wassel's going to strike out to end the inning. So hit by pitch for Colton Onstadt. He raised the Traxler from the bases. And a strikeout to Wassel. That's Egley's first strikeout. Rivets go down in order. 1, 2, 3. We head to the bottom of the second. 0-0 is the score. Bullfrogs baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
Miller time. It's not a specific time of day. It's a rallying cry. Doesn't matter if it's texted, the subject line of a mass email, or yelled above the din of a karaoke bar.
I can't picture life without her. Don't know what.
It's a call to action to the men around you, the ones you trust more than an acquaintance, coworker, or, you know, that guy. The men that have become your brothers. A call to beer is answered with when, where, and...
Order me a Miller Lite. I'll be there in 10.
A night where your crew settles in over a cold Miller Lite and gets down to the task at hand. A task that may or may not involve running tables,
Whoa! Nice break.
firing up the grill,
Oh, nice.
or getting the band back together.
2, 3, 4.
Just a couple of guys proving that all it takes is a few choice words spoken to the right men. Men who crave a light beer that's never light on taste. Because it's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms tonight with a low temperature of 65 degrees. We'll see northeasterly winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Saturday, look for scattered showers and storms with a high temperature of 78, and winds out of the north at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday looks partly cloudy with a high temperature of 80 degrees. Monday, lots of sun with a high temperature of 80. On Tuesday, we'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms with a high again reaching 80 degrees. Wednesday, look for a chance of storms with a high temperature of 81. For WOCO Radio, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
Bottom of the second, Bullfrogs 0-0 as Egley works another scoreless frame. It's going to be Onstadt, Hamilton, and Boatsway due up for your Bullfrogs. First pitch will be a strike. Onstadt throwing out Traxler at the top of the second for the second out of the inning. 0-1. That one's going to be hit on the ground, but towards Hamilton on the on-deck circle. It makes a nice play. Let's be strike two. A solid crowd tonight here from Joannes, as, again, it's the first Packers preseason game in Lambeau Field. And that ball's hit up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Colton Onstadt. Bullfrogs, another leadoff base runner off of Robeson. So far, it's in a 0-0 ball game as they face off against the Cleveland Browns. So Brad Hamilton is the DH tonight. He will step in for his first at-bat with Onstadt over there at first after getting a single, second hit for the Bullfrogs. Robeson comes set the pitch, and that's going to miss on the outer part of the plate. 1-0. Hamilton, the catcher last night, he went 1-for-3, a couple groundouts, but a double and reached on a walk. That one's going to miss just outside, close pitch, but it's going to be 2-0 to Brad Hamilton. 3 games remaining. This is a must-win for the Bullfrogs to try to keep chase with the Chinooks. The Chinooks are out in Battle Creek, finishing up a 4-game series with the Bombers, as the 2-0 pitch is fouled back. With the Bullfrogs currently sitting 1 game behind, and the Chinooks holding the tiebreaker, they're going to need some help from the Bombers, but the Bullfrogs get lucky because they get the chance to face the Chinooks in the last 2 games this season. As Hamilton's going to pop one up. Hargrove's giving chase, but he will run out of room. That's going to go foul. So the Bullfrogs will get a chance to face the team in front of them. And they really don't have to rely on another team. It's going to be all in their hands. But unfortunately, the Bullfrogs only down to 9 pitchers at the moment. That Ellen Best, who left with an arm injury, talked to him after the game. He just said his arm is dead. It's just dead arm, and that's a normal thing for a pitcher. Just means they just ran out of gas. As ball in the dirt checked, his swing is Hamilton. Didn't go around 3-2. And nothing to be scared about for Ellen Best, thank God. It just means that he just needs to take some rest. He's doing a lot this summer. And he just needs some time off, and he'll get that before he heads to his season at Moorhead State. As that ball's popped up into shallow right field, and making the catch is going to be the second baseman, Tyrell. So bringing up Chris Boatsway. with one out and a runner at first. Beltway didn't start last night's game, but came in to replace Shoemaker, who was removed from the ball game. First pitch that Beltway's going to see. Going to take a bump. Beltway going with a new bat tonight. Usually uses that black Rawlings bat. This time going with the natural grain. They're trying to change things up, trying to get momentum going his way, as he has struggled in the last 10 ball games. Runner's going to go. It's going to be a hit and run, but Beltway sends one out to right field. And O'Brien there to make the catch for out number 2. Bullfrogs getting a leadoff base runner on an onside, but so far a couple of flyouts, and now there's 2 outs with onside still at first. And the third baseman, Brian Lees, getting a chance to hit. Again, Lee's playing third base for the first time in a Bullfrogs uniform. As the departure of Parker Cox, who left with injury, moved Hollander to everyday shortstop. Hoig now has to be the everyday second baseman. And that just leaves really Clemens and Naporti to play third, but Naporti having a scheduled day off. So he was not going to play third, and then they felt more comfortable with Clemens at first than Lees, I believe, and that's kind of why they had Lees over at third. As that ball is going to hit well to center field, but Cronin goes back and makes the catch for round number 3. So Robinson works out of a lead-off single by Onstad, and he puts up a 0 that matches Egley. We head to the third, still tied at 0. Bullfrogs Baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
Hi, I'm Jeff Klein. I'm a real customer of Nicolay Bank. I thought all banks were basically the same products, same promises. Then I heard about Real Rewards Checking from Nicolay Bank. Who pays 3% APY on a checking account? Nicolay Bank, that's who. See how much you can earn by going to nicolaybank.com and use their interest calculator. The results may be surprising. Terms and conditions apply. See a banker for details. I'm Jeff. I'm a real customer, and I earn real rewards at Nicolay Bank.
Okay, here are 5 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a high school sport.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline, sportsmanship, and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages and fewer disciplinary problems.
Number 3.
High school sports help fight teen obesity and substance abuse.
Here's number 4.
High school sports provide wholesome, constructive after-school activity, perfect for today's families.
And number 5.
And high school sports are safer than ever before. Injury surveillance and research, better equipment, and the continuing education programs for coaches provided by state and national athletic associations have made high school sports safer than ever before.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Bullfrogs shredding runner at first after getting a lead-off single by Onstad. 0-0, we head into the third. Fans, do you know of a nonprofit that needs awareness to be raised? Visit greenbaybullfrogs.com or stop in during their regular business hours, Monday through Friday, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 315 South Barrett Street to sign up to be the Nicolay National Bank Community Connection. Braden Williams is going to lead us off for the Ribbons. He takes a first pitch strike. Williams in the top of the order. Tyrell and Cronin due up. 0-1. That one misses down. So far 0-0. Both teams have runners in scoring position back in the first. Both teams failed to score. As Williams is going to throw one down the left field line. Both ways giving chase, but it's going to be foul. So it'll be 1-2 to Braden Williams, the catcher. And your beloved Green Bay Packer kicker, Mason Crosby, just drove a 54-yard field goal. So Crosby puts the Packers on the board 3-0 here in the first preseason ball game. I apologize, 3-2, as Cleveland Browns actually picked up a safety. So 3-2, Packers lead as a 2-2 count to Braden Williams. As he's going to hit a ground ball to Hollander. Hollander fields, gets rid of it, and will get Williams for out number 1, a 6-3 putout. So being a new member or a new resident of Green Bay, I've been there for about 3 months now. So I feel like I've become a native Green Bayer, I don't know. And I know the Packer fans love their beloved Packers, of course. They're always at the stadium. Every time I drive by, there's always a ton of cars there, always having something going on. Well, our ticket intern, Earl, lives right by the stadium. He thinks he lives like 3 or 4 houses from the stadium, so really close, as Tyrell is going to foul one back, 2-2. He was telling me this morning when he left around 8:30 this morning to go into work, he said there's already people outside tailgating for the ball game. He said there's people who were pulling up last night into the parking lot in their RVs, getting ready for these first preseason ball game as football is back. I remember I was, what was I doing? On Tuesday, on our off day, I was with assistant coach Buster Schneider. Me and Buster went to the zoo, the Northeast Southern Wisconsin Zoo, as Tyrell's going to foul one off once again, 1-2. Great zoo, by the way, had a ton of fun. We drove by Lambeau, and we had residents whose houses are right next door were painting their fence green and yellow to get ready for the season. It's going to be a weak ground ball over to Hoyt. Hoyt's going to field, get rid of it quickly to get Tyrell by a half a step. 2 outs. So I was told coming in that Green Bay fans are crazy about their Packers. But I just thought, they're probably just as crazy as any other fan base, and they love them just as much as anybody else. But some crazy devotion just in a preseason game where most of the stars are not even playing. Aaron Rodgers is not taking a snap tonight. As David Cronin's going to lay down a bunt. Lee's going to barehand, throw to first. And he's going to get by Clement as Cronin slips and falls trying to go to second base. And then Shoemaker trips and falls right field. But Cronin's going to just hang out at first. So it'll be an error on Ryan Lee's. As again, this is his first time at third base. Dave Cronin, lucky that he fell and slipped. Because he would have been in scoring position with a dangerous Hunter Hargrove. Now at the plate, Hargrove flew out to Laren Eustace in center. But he is one of the top hitters on the rivets. The 1-0. That one's hit to center. Eustace is going back, but he settles under it, makes the catch a few feet in front of the warning track for out number 3. So Egger works around an error by Brian Lees. As we head to the bottom of the third, it is 0-0. Bullfrogs Baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
Attention pizza lovers, have you tried a Brew Pub pizza? Designed to be the best of the best pub pizzas ever made, every Brew Pub Lots of Matza pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies and topped with over a half-pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Brew Pub Lots of Matza pizzas are made right here in Wisconsin. Brew Pub Lots of Matza pizzas are available at your local grocer and tavern. Check Brewpub Pizzas out at facebook.com/brewpubpizza and get more details at brewpubpizza.com. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizzas, official frozen pizza of the Green Bay Bullfrogs.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms tonight with a low temperature of 65 degrees. We'll see northeasterly winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Saturday, look for scattered showers and storms with a high temperature of 78 and winds out of the north at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday looks partly cloudy with a high temperature of 80 degrees. Monday, lots of sun with a high temperature of 80. On Tuesday, we'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms with a high again reaching 80 degrees. Wednesday, look for a chance of storms with a high temperature of 81. For WOCO Radio, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
Matt Hoig will lead us off in the bottom of the third. As the first pitch he sees, he's going to be hit into right field as O'Brien Nunner makes the catch for out number 1. One pitch, 1 out to start hitting for Robeson as he's trying to match Egley. As Egley has already thrown up 3 zeros on the scoreboard, so he has thrown 8 straight scoreless against the Rockford Rivets, dating back to his last start. As Larry Eustace, the top of the order. Now the Bullfrogs. Bullfrogs wearing their pinstripe jerseys tonight. Remember last night was Celcom night, as the Celcom orange alternate jerseys were auctioned off. The 1-0 is going to be slashed foul towards the turf down the left field line. On Sunday, you know those Bullfrogs alternate cheese jerseys? Well, fans come out and you get a chance to bid on those, as those will be auctioned off at the end of the ball game. 1-1 to Eustace, and that's going to be down and a trickle away from the catcher Williams. Eustace singled back in the first, stole a base. Got to throw it on a pass ball, but was stranded. 2-1 misses in. 3-1 to Eustace. Robeson has yet to walk any Bullfrog batters. He's given up a couple hits and has 1 strikeout. 3-1 to Eustace. Hits it on the ground. Over to Tyrell at second. He fields, goes to first to get Eustace out number 2. So Josh Hollander steps into number 2. Full batter that. The highest Hollander has batted. And no surprise, as he's been one of the Bullfrogs' hottest hitter, if not the hottest. That one's going to miss down. Nope, it's a strike at the knees. That was a little low. Who gets the call? Hollander in his last 10 ball games is hitting a team high 361. Has 13 hits and 36 at bats. Has driven in a team high 7 RBIs. That's going to miss down 1-1. And have scored 6 runs. So he's been absolutely fantastic. Bullfrogs' best hitter in the last 10 ball games, and has really come along nicely. One. That's going to miss in. 2-1. And also making the transition to shortstop, as he's been mostly at second base for the Bullfrogs. He's doing nicely over there. He's made a couple of nice plays, diving plays, in that Kenosha series. Made a nice play in the first, ranging up the middle. Get out Ricardo Ramirez to end the first, as it's 3-1 to Hollander. 2 outs, nobody on. You got Marcus Shoemaker standing on deck. And Robeson comes back with a strike, 3-2. Full count, 2 outs, nobody on. It's a 0-0 ball game here from Joanne Stadium. 3-2 pitch is hit well by Hollander, but it will be hit to left fielder Wassel for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning. In the third, as we go through 3, 0-0 is the score. Bullfrogs Baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
For some of us, saving is in our nature. Oh, good morning, Mr. Squirrel. Oh, hi, Mama Bird. The rest of us might need a little help. Fortunately, there's EdVest, Wisconsin's official $5.29 college savings plan. EdVest accounts can be opened in about 15 minutes with just $25, and any earnings can grow free from state and federal income taxes. When it's time for my little birds to leave the nest, we'll be prepared to help them fly on their own at colleges, technical colleges, graduate schools, and professional schools nationwide. Birds of a feather save together with EdVest. Call 888-338-3789 or visit edvest.com for more information.
To learn more about the EdVest College Savings Plan, its investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the disclosure booklet at edvest.com. Check with your home state for tax advantages. Investments can lose value. TIAA CREF Individual and Institutional Services, LLC. Member FINRA. Distributor and underwriter.
Attention pizza lovers, have you tried a brewpub pizza? Designed to be the best of the best pub pizzas ever made, every brewpub Latza Matza pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies and topped with over a half-pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Brewpub Latza Matza pizzas are made right here in Wisconsin. Brewpub Latza Matza pizzas are available at your local grocer and tavern. Check Brewpub Pizzas out at facebook.com/brewpubpizza and get more details at brewpubpizza.com. Brewpub Latza Matza pizzas, official frozen pizza of the Green Bay Bullfrogs.
Pizza since 1955. Take a bite of Cranky Pat's at one of their 3 locations in Neenah, Oshkosh, and Green Bay. That's Cranky Pat's Pizzeria and Pub. So the pitcher is dominating this one thus far. So far through 3 innings, there are no runs on the scoreboard, and each team has picked up a couple hits. There's going to be no errors. We initially called Brian Lee's throw to Clemens an error. We have reversed that call. It's going to be a base hit bunt by Cronin. So 2 hits apiece, no runs apiece. That's going to be 4, 5, 6 due up for the Rivets. Long walked in his first at-bat. So he'll take a first pitch strike. The only walk issued by Egley so far tonight. He's walked 1, struck out 1. The 0-1. That one's going to be hit and foul. Oh, and 2 to Long. So let's take a look at some of the scores and see how our friends, the Lakeshore Chinooks, are doing at the moment. The 2 pitch is hit it to left field and going back his boat's way. It's going to go over his head to the extra bases for Ryan Long as he's going to cruise into second. Lead off double for the Rivets. Here in the top of the 4th, trying to break a 0-0 tie. We got rain causing some havoc in a couple of ball games. Early on, you got the Duluth Huskies and the Rochester Honkers in a delay. The Duluth Huskies are up 5-1. And then the Madison Mallard St. Cloud Rocks game's in a rain delay. 0-0 is the score in that one. Ricardo Ramirez is going to send one to right field, and that is going to get down. It's a fair ball by Ramirez. Long is rounding third. He's going to score, and Ramirez is trapped in with a double as the Rivets bring home the first run of this ball game. It is 1-0 here in the top of the 4th. Back-to-back doubles given up by Egley. So the Rivets double their hits in just the first 2 batters here in the 4th. Now it's 1-0. The Waterloo Bucks are defeating the Wilmer Stingers 5-3. That one's in the top of the ninth. Now it's a bunt attempt, and it's going to be down the first base line, fielded by Clemens. And he'll get Keen O'Brien out. So a sacrifice bunt by O'Brien moves Ramirez to third with just one out in the inning, and Troy Traxler stepping to the plate. The Wisconsin Rapids are up 4-0 over the Kalamazoo Growlers early. That one's in the bottom of the second. The Kenosha Kingfish, Wisconsin Woodchucks 0-0, bottom of the third. Breaking ball to Traxler is going to be a strike. Infield's going to play in. They're going to go for the play at the plate. Eau Claire Express, an early 1-0 lead over the Thunder Bay Border Clats, top of the third. The Battle Creek Bombers are defeating the Lakeshore Chinooks 4-0. In the top of the fourth from C.O. Brown Stadium, so Battle Creek trying to help the Bullfrogs out. And they're doing a good job so far. The 1-1 fouled off. Now Traxler's down 1-2. The last ball game, the Lacrosse Loggers 4-3 over the Mankato Moondog, bottom of the second. So right now we want Battle Creek to win. So that's looking in our favor. We want Rapids to win over the Growlers. That's working in our favor. We want Kenosha to beat the Woodchucks. So far that game is tied 0-0. 1-2 to Traxler. It's going to be a chopping ball over the head of Hollander. That's going to be a base hit as Ramirez is going to score 2-0 Rivets lead here in the top of the fourth. Tough break. As infield playing in, that would have been a ground out if Hollander was playing in normal depth. But since he was playing in, trying to get the run out at home, a high chopper right over his head, and Ramirez scores easily. And that's going to bring up Jack Wassel. So Egley, he was relatively cruising through the first three, running into some trouble here in the fourth. As the middle of the lineup doing some damage, Ramirez continues to swing a hot bat. For the Rivets, his fourth hit in this two-game series so far. His fourth RBI, another pickup attempt safe over there at first. It was Traxler. Traxler, but a tough day yesterday. The only Rivet not to record a hit in that 17-hit outburst. Gets an RBI single in this one. It's 2-0 to Wassel at the moment. He struck out swinging to end the second in his first at-bat tonight. 2-0 though, that was going to be flared out to left field. It's going to go into foul territory. Boatsway dives and makes the catch. What a spectacular play by Chris Boatsway. Full extension dive out in left field in foul territory to retire Wassel. Chris Boatsway continues to excel in the outfield as he makes top 10 plays on the regular. And that makes 2 outs with a runner at first. Braden Williams stepping into the plate. First pitch is going to miss up to Williams. So far, 2 runs have come across the score. Back-to-back doubles by Longer. Ramirez brought the first run home, and then an RBI single by Traxler brought home Ramirez. 2-0. 2 outs, though, with Traxler at first and Williams at the plate. That pitch is going to be popped up. He's giving chase towards the fence, but he will run out of room as that one lands over there by our awesome kid zone. That kid zone, big inflatable. We got the bleachers, as you can see on your screen. Has inflatable bleachers, the only full set inflatable bleachers in the country. We also have a 60-foot zip line The kids absolutely love it. It's a cool little feature here at Joanne Stadium as Williams fouls one back, 1 and 2. The kids are on that probably most of the game, which is good. The parents get to watch some great baseball and have their kids go play it at a sick incredible. I wish I was still a kid. They don't really let us on it that often. We are a little too big in size. And I don't know if that's what's that supposed to mean. I think I'm pretty skinny. So, oh well, I get to watch kids have fun, I guess, from up here in the booth, from afar. As it's 1-2 to Williams. The pitch from Egley. And it's going to be hit into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Braden Williams, a 2-strike hit. And he'll keep the inning alive. 4th hit in this inning. As now there's runners at first and second. With the top of the order coming up, Emil Tyrell. First pitch that Tyrell sees, and he sends it into center field. Eustace settles under, makes the catch for out number 3. But the Rivets push across 2 runs against Harrison Egley as they take an early 2-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Bullfrogs Baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
Miller time. It's a rallying cry to the men around you, the ones that have become your brothers. A call to beers answered with,
"Order me a Miller Lite, I'll be there in 10.
a night where your crew gets down to the task at hand that may or may not involve running tables,
Nice break.
firing up the grill,
Nice.
or getting the band back together.
2, 3, pow!
Just a few choice words spoken to the right men. Men who crave a light beer that's never light on taste. Because it's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
You're listening to your number 1 home for youth sports, WOCO Stereo FM, O'Connell, Wisconsin.
Bottom of the 4th, and the Rivets have a 2-0 lead over your Bullfrogs as they score 2 runs. Back-to-back doubles by Long and Ramirez got them started, and then a single by Traxler brought home that second run. It's only fitting that with the opening of preseason for the Packers, a John Driver reminds you that even a crash at slow speed can feel like getting hit by a 300-pound lineman. Click it or ticket. Let's achieve 0 deaths on Wisconsin roads. 0 in Wisconsin's a vision we can all live with. Going to be the middle of the order. Shoemaker, Clemens, Onstadt due up. Bullfrogs chasing a couple here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-0 misses outside, 2-0. The Shoemaker, he popped up in the infield in foul territory in his first at-bat. And that one's going to miss away, 3-0. Shoemaker was 0 for 2 in last night's ball game. Couple pop-outs and a sack bunt before being removed and replaced by Chris Boatsway. 3-0 to Shoemaker. That one's going to be the inner part of the plate. Strike 1, 3-1. We want a Shoemaker. That one's going to be fouled back. Full count. Bullfrogs back where they were last night, trailing against its Rivets team. As the Rivets are kind of on their way for another 10-hit ball game. They already have 6 after only having 2 through the first 3. They picked up 4 in that 4th inning. As inside part of the plate just misses, as Shoemaker is going to work a leadoff walk. Good start for the Bullfrogs as they try to cut into this deficit with Austin Clemens now stepping to the plate. Clemens struck out looking on a breaking ball in his first at bat. That ended the first inning. But you got Shoemaker at first. He has a ton of speed as he's the Bullfrogs' leading stolen base guy. Clemens squares but pulls back. Ball 1. 21 stolen bases for Shoemaker. Leads the team. As right now they're playing a little bit of small ball. Putting Shoemaker in scoring position. 1-0. And that one misses down 2-0. So Robeson, who's now pitching with a 2-run lead, throwing with some command. Clemens, who didn't record in a big old bat last night, had 4 walks. As he had a good plate presence. 2-0, and that's going to be a strike. 2-1. Clemens hitting .296 in his last 10 ball games. Picked up 8 hits, has driven in 6. 2-1. And that one misses outside. Now it's 3-1 Austin Clemens. The Bullfrogs chance to get a couple base runners on. Now this is an offensive count. Maybe Skip, maybe elects to hit and run in this situation. Get Shoemaker in motion. Maybe get Clemens a fastball somewhere he can drive. Shoemaker's running. Clemens hits and fouls it off. So I guessed right. Again, I've watched this team for now 69 full ball games. This is game number 70. And I've tried to figure out Skip's tendencies, and he loves to hit and run in offensive counts. He loves to hit and run in general, but 3-1, he does that a lot. As that's going to be 3-2 to Clemens. Pickoff attempt. Got Shoemaker leaning, but he'll fall back to the bag. Safe. 3-2. Wouldn't be surprised to see Shoemaker in motion once again. Trying to get to scoring position himself. Full count pitch. Shoemaker's running, and that ball is hit and caught by the third baseman Ramirez, and Shoemaker's going to get doubled up. A double play. And now there's 2 outs, nobody on, and now we erase the leadoff walk. So it'll be a line out, double play. L5-3. That ball's going to be popped off. Ramirez in foul territory, makes the catch. So the Bullfrogs looks like they had something going with a runner at first, nobody out, and a 3-1 count to Clemens. But a double play, then a pop out, puts another 0 on the board. We head to the 5th. It's 2-0. The Rivets are out in front. Bullfrogs baseball. Northwoods League TV and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
Summer can take toll on your floors. Dirt and sand digging in, destroying carpet and vinyl flooring. Check out the latest styles at Factory Direct Flooring of Green Bay. At Factory Direct Flooring, you can save money on new flooring by avoiding the middleman. Carpet starting at 55 cents per square foot. Vinyl flooring starting at 99 cents per square foot. They also have custom area rugs. You designed them, we make them. Factory Direct Flooring located at 1330 South Military Avenue at the intersection of 9th Street in Green Bay.
Hello?
This is the Federal Bureau of Vacation, and you, ma'am, need a break.
What? Sorry, bad cell connection.
I called your landline.
You did?
At work.
But...
At night.
Oh.
On a weekend.
All right, I'll take a vacation as soon as
You're ready now?
I am?
Yes. You know what else is ready?
What?
Your room at American. I knew you'd say that.
Play American's hilarious fill-in-the-blanks game for a chance to win great prizes at fillintowin.com. American, your room is ready. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
Ready to take a voyage through the sounds and styles of some of the world's greatest musical performers? Hi, this is Mike Martin, host of Martini Mix, and every week I'll bring you timeless greats of music, time-tested artists like Count Basie, Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, and many more. I'll bring you the perfect blend of music, nice and cool, served straight up on Martini Mix with Mike Martin.
Listen to Martini Mix Sundays from 1 to 3 p.m. on WOCO Stereo FM 107.1.
All right, we're in the top of the fifth. It's 2-0. Rivets out in front. The official game cap of the Bullfrogs is brought to you exclusively by Pacific Headwear. Pick up one today at the Hop Shop or online at www.greenbaybullfrogs.com. That's Pacific Headwear, the official game cap of your Green Bay Bullfrogs. Cronin, Hargrove, Long due up as the Rivets look to extend on their 2-0 lead. Bullfrogs got the leadoff runner on in Shoemaker. But Shoemaker was running on the pitch, and Clemens hit a line drive to Ramirez. Ramirez caught it through Shoemaker out at first. As Cronin sends that pitch to center field, Larry Eustace coming on makes the catch for out number 1. Nice play by Eustace using his speed. Takeaway hit from Cronin. And then Onstadt popped up in the third and final out. So the Bullfrogs again offense starting off slow. And so far 0 runs on only 2 hits through 4 innings. As it's to be a weak ground ball, Honders Fields gonna have to get rid of it. He does to get Hargrove out number 2. 2 quick outs for Egley. As he's trying to bounce back from a tough 4th inning. And that's going to bring up Ryan Long. Long, who started the 4th off with that double, came around and scored. He was 1 for 1 today, earned himself a walk back in the 1st. First pitch he sees. It's going to be ball down and in. Long this season, 336 hitter, tops on the Rivets. Has 47 hits and 30 runs scored and 140 at-bats. As that ball's going to be popped up, Brian leaves, gives chase, but he's going to run out of room. Strike 1. Has 9 doubles, 1 triple, second on the team in home runs with 7, 26 RBIs, and has 9 stolen bases. He's 1 behind his Texas Tech teammate, Hunter Hargrove, who has 8, 1-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball elevated, 1-2 to Long. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the 5th. Rivets up 2-0. As that ball is going to be flared out to left field, and it's going to go into the Bud Light Beach Club foul. As Boatway gave chase, but ran out of room. Long will stay alive, 1-2. Long, with 2 strikes, hit a line drive over Boatway's head. That's how he got his double. As the fans getting into it, trying to whirl on Egley and the Bullfrogs. The 1-2. Breaking ball, didn't break though. As it misses up, 2-2 to Long. Two, swung and a miss. Strike 3. Egley picks up his 2nd strikeout of the night. As he goes a 1-2-3, top of the 5th. Good bounce back hitting for Egley, who heads to the bottom part of the 5th. Bullfrogs still trailing 2-0. Bullfrogs Baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
Hi, I'm Jeff Klein. I'm a real customer of Nicolet Bank. Tax time is the perfect time to see the true value of real rewards checking from Nicolet Bank. Take the 1099 interest form from your current bank, then go to nicoletbank.com and use their interest calculator. The difference in interest earned may be surprising. You could be earning more money at Nicolet Bank for doing the same things you're doing right now. Terms and conditions apply. See a banker for details. I'm Jeff. I'm a real customer, and I earn real rewards at Nicolet
From
Bank.
time to time, parents occasionally ask,
Is it safe for my children to participate in high school sports?
a better question might be,
Is it safe for my children not to participate in high school sports?
statistics show that teenagers are likely to be healthier and stay healthier as adults if they play a sport in high school. Participating in a high school sport builds and maintains strong bones, muscles, and joints. High school athletes are also more likely to develop good eating habits. High school athletes not only have stronger bodies, their self-esteem, self-confidence, and self-discipline are strengthened too. So insightful parents aren't asking,
Is it safe for my children to participate in high school sports?
instead they're asking.
Hey, what time is the game tonight?
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Subs is Deli Fresh Daily. Don't settle for average. You deserve better. Better bread, better subs. Cousins. First pitch is going to be a strike. Robeson looking a lot sharper here tonight as he did last time out against the Bullfrogs. So far, he's gone 4 straight scoreless, only has allowed 2 hits, and that's going to be a weak foul ball. Back though towards the on-deck circle, 0-2 to Hamilton. Hamilton popped up in his first at-bat. But Hamilton has been seeing the ball well in his last 5 ball games, hitting .429, has 3 hits in the 7 at-bats, and has drove in 1. And in his last 10, he's hitting over 300, 333, 5 hits and 15 at-bats. 4 RBIs, 3 runs, so he is starting to figure things out offensively. He's going to hit a high chop to Ramirez. He's going to have to charge, throw, and hit. He'll get out Hamilton by a step, out number 1. And that's going to bring up Chris Boatsway to the plate. Boatsway flew out to right field in his last at-bat. As he's going to step in with 1 out, nobody on. First pitch he sees is going to be a breaking ball. Chris Boatsway trending in the opposite direction as of late in his last 10 ball games. He's hitting just 167, only picked up 3 hits and 18 at bat. Has driven in 3 runs. So he's going to hit a ground ball to Ramirez again. Ramirez fields, makes the throw, and will get out Boatsway for out number 2. A couple of groundouts to Ramirez, and he makes both those plays. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th as Robeson continues to cruise as Brian Lees will step toward the plate. Brian Lees flew out to center in his first at-bat as he takes a pitch out and away, 86 miles per hour from Robeson. 1 and out. One out. That one misses in the dirt. It's going to get by the catcher Williams towards the back stop. Our awesome bat boy John, who's been a staple of the Bullfrogs team this year, as he was honored a few days ago actually with a bat signed by all the players, as Lees is going to pop one up, but that's going to go foul. So he's been a great asset to the Bullfrogs, and he's been awesome this season. That's now 2-1 to Lees. And he's going to hit a ground ball, but it's going to be foul. So now it's 2-2. So Lees, nobody on, 2 outs. Bullfrogs showing 2-0. 2-2. Swung and a miss by Lees. He swings over a breaking ball. Second strikeout for Robeson ends the inning as we are through 5 here from Joanne's. It is 2-0. The Rivet still out in front. Bullfrogs Baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
For some of us, saving is in our nature. Oh, good morning, Mr. Squirrel. Oh, hi, Mama Bird. The rest of us might need a little help. Fortunately, there's EdVest, Wisconsin's official $5.29 college savings plan. EdVest accounts can be opened in about 15 minutes with just $25, and any earnings can grow free from state and federal income taxes. When it's time for my little birds to leave the nest, we'll be prepared to help them fly on their own at colleges, technical colleges, graduate schools, and professional schools nationwide. Birds of a feather saved together with EdVest. Call 888-338-3789 or visit edvest.com for more information.
To learn more about the EdVest College Savings Plan, its investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the disclosure booklet at edvest.com. Check with your home state for tax advantages. Investments can lose value. TIAA CREF Individual and Institutional Services, LLC. Member FINRA. Distributor and underwriter.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Legal to compose or send text messages while driving in Wisconsin. Thumbs down to texting. Let's achieve 0 deaths on Wisconsin roads. 0 in Wisconsin. A vision we can all live with. We're at the top of the 6th. As first batters are Carter Ramirez. He takes a big hack on a fastball but swings right through it for strike number 1. It is 2-0. The Rivet's out in front. Ricardo Ramirez helping with that cause. He hit an RBI double back in the 4th as he will take a curveball for a strike, a little low, but the umpire calls it a strike. Now 0-2. He also grounded out to Hollander at shortstop, so he's 1 for 2. In the ball game. As he will swing over a breaking ball, strikeout or Egley to start the 6th. 3rd strikeout of the night, back-to-back strikeouts for Egley as he struck out long to end the 5th. And that's going to bring up Kean O'Brien. O'Brien sacrificed himself on a bunt in his last at-bat as he takes the first pitch down. He also lined out to Clemens. Remember, Clemens made that awesome play where he jumped up, snagged a hit away from O'Brien as a ball hit to Hollander, and he makes the play. Out number 2. So Egley retiring the last 6 batters he has faced since giving up a couple runs, so he seems to settle himself back in. So far, 67 pitches for the right-hander through 5 2/3. As he's been efficient thus far in this one, getting some early contact. As the first pitch to Troy Traxler is going to be a fastball down and away. Traxler 1 for 1 today. He's hit by a pitch in his first at bat. and hit a single his last at bat, but he will fly out of this one as he sends a line drive to center field, but Laren Eustace makes the catch. Another 1-2-3 inning for Harrison Egley. As we head to the bottom of the sixth, it's 2-0. The Rivet's still out in front. Bullfrogs Baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
Summer can take toll on your floors. Dirt and sand digging in, destroying carpet and vinyl flooring. Check out the latest styles at Factory Direct Flooring of Green Bay. At Factory Direct Flooring, you can save money on new flooring by avoiding the middleman. Carpet starting at 55 cents per square foot. Vinyl flooring starting at 99 cents per square foot. They also have custom area rugs. You designed them, we make them. Factory Direct Flooring located at 1330 South Military Avenue at the intersection of 9th Street in Green Bay.
This is Kirsten, General Manager of the Peshtigo and O'Connell Pharmacies. Did you know that we'll mail or deliver your prescriptions to you? At our pharmacies, we want to make things easy for you. Peshtigo and O'Connell Pharmacies, our family helping your family.
Who do I wrestle for? I wrestle on my high school team for Jason Garcia, my fiercest competitor during practice and my biggest fan during meets. I wrestle for the chance to put our little high school right here in Wisconsin on the map.
Wearing the uniform of your high school comes with a big responsibility. Younger kids look up to you, and the reputation of your high school depends on you. This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Hey fans, your friends at US Cellular want to remind you that their service gives you a strong signal in the middle of anywhere. US Cellular's focus on local communities allows them to deliver an ideal customer experience. That's US Cellular, proud sponsor of your Green Bay Bullfrogs. Matt Hoy. In the box, he'll lead us off. As first pitch he sees will be a strike. Hoy, Eustace, Hollander due up as the Bullfrogs trail by a couple. So far, only recording 2 hits in this ball game. Laren Eustace holds it on stop. The recipients of those 2 hits. Floyd flew out on 1 pitch to O'Brien in his first at bat back in the 3rd. As a curveball misses, looked like it was inside maybe. 2-1. Floyd struggling his last 10 ball games, only hitting 139. He's only picked up 5 hits in 36 at bats, and has 4 RBI. He just hit the ground ball to Tyrell. Tyrell fields and throws out Hoyt for out number 1. That is 6 straight retired. For Robeson. And up in the top of the order, Laren Eustace, the All-Star. And also a member of the Major League Dream Showcase. And why wouldn't he be? He's putting up some great numbers for the Bullfrogs this season. He's currently the leading hitter on the team, batting .325. He's going to lay down a bunt, pull back, ball 1. He has 67 hits, 33 runs scored, and 206 at-bats, 8 doubles, 4 triples, 3 home runs. Driven in 25 and has stolen 12 bases. The 1-0 miss is down and in, 2-0. So he's putting himself in a really good position this coming fall and into the spring to be an everyday outfielder for the Indiana Hoosiers. As a 2-0 will be in there for a strike, 2-1. The Bullfrogs are just down by 1 game against the Chinooks. Right now, though, trailing. And with the Chinooks trailing, Bullfrogs will still remain a game behind. Currently, at 32-37, they are tied with the Kalamazoo Growlers. As that ball is roped up the middle, that's going to be a base hit. Laren Eustace, his 2nd hit of the ball game. And up up Josh Hollander. So the Growlers and Bullfrogs, 1 game behind the Chinooks. The Bullfrogs hold the tiebreaker over the Growlers. And the Growlers are currently getting beat by the Raptors 6-0. The Rivets are just a game behind the Bullfrogs, 2 games behind the Chinooks. As a pick up at 10, safe is Eustace. The ball trickles away from Hargrove, but not far enough for Eustace to advance. He remains at first. So the Rivets pick up a game right here. They will become tied with the Bullfrogs and the Growlers. If all the scores stay the same, it'll be a 3-way tie for that 5th spot. So the Rivets kind of making a run here at the end after kind of faltering, dropping 9 in a row at one point. Maybe trying to make a late season push. The thing that's hurting the Bullfrogs right now, though, is the Chinooks have the tiebreaker at the moment. That one's going to miss. 1-0 to Hollander. So say the scores all stay the same. Bullfrogs remain 1 game behind the Chinooks with 2 to play. The Bullfrogs would have to sweep the Chinooks, would have to take both those games. 1-0. And it's going to be hit up the middle. Over and over the head of the shortstop Wong. It's going to get to center field. That's going to be a single for Hollander. Eustace goes to third. First and third now with 1 out. So it's going to be a base hit. The Bullfrogs threatening here in the bottom of the 6th. They're down 2-0 at the moment. Now, say the Bullfrogs come back in this one, they take the W, and the Chinooks lose. They'll be in a tie. But again, the Chinooks hold the tiebreaker. The first tiebreaker is head-to-head. The Chinooks have it 4-2. Shoemaker sends one down the left field line, but it's slicing foul. So we go into tomorrow, let's say it's tied. The Chinooks and Bullfrogs are tied for that final spot. If the Bullfrogs don't win both, they will not be in the playoffs. That's going to get into the hole on the right side. It's going to be an RBI single. Hollander's going to put the brakes on at second, and it's a 1-1 ball game as Shoemaker RBI single to right field, 2-1. 3 straight hits off of Robeson. Bullfrogs cut it in half, 2-1, with runners at first and second, 1 out. Now bring up the number 4 batter, Austin Clemens. So Clemens for 2. Line out to a double play in his last at-bat, struck out looking. Chance to redeem himself with a potential tying run at second base in Hollander. First pitch he sees is going to be a strike. Big time hit by Shoemaker. The Bullfrogs needed that. Maybe that gets them going offensively. They're in the bottom of the 6th. The ball in the dirt. Clemens does an offer on it. 1-1. So either way, the Bullfrogs just cannot lose this game, and the Chinooks cannot win this game. If that happens, if the Chinooks come back and the Bullfrogs fail to come back in this one, the Chinooks will have a 2-game lead with 2 games to play and the tiebreaker. The ball's going to be hit up the middle off the glove of Long. It goes into center field. Hollander's going to come around and score. 2-2 ball game now in the bottom of the 6th. That's going to be an error on Long. Hollander scores. A potential double play ball, but Long boots it at shortstop, went into center field. Hollander scores easily. Now it's a 2-2 ball game. With Colton on stop now stepping to the plate. throw the bottom of the 6. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Bullfrogs potentially take the lead off of Robeson as the Rivets bullpen is starting to get loose. The 1-0 hit on the ground. Tyrell Fields out at second, throw to first. They'll get on, start a 4-6-3 double play, ends the inning. But not before your Bullfrogs tie this one up. It is now 2-2. An RBI single by Shoemaker and then an error by Long at shortstop. 2-2. We headed to the 7th. Bullfrogs Baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field. I love seeing him smile when he high-fives his teammates. I love seeing his eyes light up when his team scores a goal. I love the fact that since he's been playing high school sports, he's making better decisions. And I love knowing that high school sports have never been safer. Why? Because coaches have more information than they've ever had. Training techniques are more sophisticated, and equipment has never been more advanced. Playing high school sports isn't just safe. It's still the best way to give your teenager a healthy head start in life. And that's something I really love.
This message about the value of high school sports is presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
We got a tie ball game here from Joanne Stadium as Bullfrog played a couple at the bottom of the 6th. It's 2-2 now as we head into the 7th. Hey fans, show your ticket stub at Pizza Ranch, Green Bay Oshkosh location. Receive 10% off your next order, buffet or carry-out. Pizza Ranch, always good. Now one point I didn't mention is, talking about the Rivets. The Rivets have an outside shot. As Wassel first pitch swinging fouls one off of Egley. Rivets need a win out, win their next 3 ball games, and have Lakeshore lose tonight and lose 1 to the Bullfrogs. And then they would get in. And they would jump us, and the Rivets, as that ball smoked into left field, and that's going to be a base hit for Jack Wassel to lead off the top of the 7th. So the Rivets playoff hopes are still alive, but if the Rivets lose this one tonight, they are done, officially eliminated from the playoffs. So this game is of huge importance to them. We got 2-2, top of the 7th. The Bullfrogs scored 2 in that bottom of the 6th. With 1 out, Larry Eustace got us started with a single, and then he was followed by Hollander, who earned himself a single as well. First and third, Marcus Shoemaker hit a ground ball to the right side. RBI single for Shoemaker. And then an error on Ryan Long, as this could be a bunt attempt by Cronin, a good bunt from Egley Fields, and gets out Williams. I apologize, that was Brendan Williams. Sack bunt. So Neil Tyrell is going to come in. By Long again made that error at shortstop off of Cleveland's ground ball, potential double play ball at the end of the inning. That brought home Hollander. Neil Tyrell steps in, and he hits a ball to left field. That's going to be a base hit. Wassel's getting waved. Nope, he's going to get held now as the throw comes in, cut off by Lees. First and third with 1 out. The Rivets trying to break this game open. I try to take the lead back off of Egley. The bullpen, everybody available tonight. Again, all hands on deck. Bullfrogs are doing everything they can to try to make a playoff run. But unfortunately, losing one of their starters, their number 2, Matt Ellenbest, is a tough pill to swallow. With the playoffs coming up, the Bullfrogs get in. They're not going to have their number 2 guy, Ellenbest. As Cronin's going to pop up a bunt right to Egley. Not a good at-bat by Cronin. He sees one pitch, pops it right off, and he keeps Wassel at third. Now the Rovers are going to need a 2-out hit by Hargrove. First and third, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Wassel at third, Tyrell's at first. First pitch inside, going to be a ball. Hargrove 0 for 3 in this one so far. Egley looks up the side, he comes set at the belt, the 1 out. Breaking ball, good pitch, strike 1. Hargrove has struggled against the Bullfrogs this season. In 6 ball games, he's only hitting 182 and has driven him only 5 runs. He's one of the Rovers' leading hitters. Cannot get things going against the Bullfrogs this season for Hargrove. He's batting .324, leads the team in 36 RBIs and with 8 home runs, has 8 doubles, 48 hits, 25 runs scored. But against the Bullfrogs, those numbers are not translating. As again, he's only batting .182. As the 1-2 pitch is hit in the air to left center. Floats way, under it, makes the catch. And Egley works out of the jam, strands a couple runners on the bases for the Rivets. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It's a 2-2 ball game. Bullfrogs baseball. Northwoods League TV and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
Hi, I'm Jeff Klein. I'm a real customer of Nicolay Bank. Like you, I never really thought about banking. Then I heard about Real Rewards checking from Nicolay Bank. Then I started to wonder why I wasn't earning 3% APY on my checking account. Then I started to wonder why I had to call an 800 number just to talk to someone. Then I stopped wondering and switched to Nicolay Bank. Now I earn real interest on my checking account, and I can talk to someone who actually knows me. Terms and conditions apply. See a banker for details. I'm Jeff. I'm a real customer, and I earn real rewards at Nicolay Bank.
I loved playing high school. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Wisconsin did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
This is Larry Fitzgerald with Game Day Goal. Tune in to WOCO FM 107.1 Fridays at 6 p.m. to hear me and Eric Nelson discuss the sports topics of the day.
Harrison Egley worked out of a jam as the Rivets had a runner at third with less than 2. Put a pop-up on a bunt by Cronin, then getting Hargrove to fly out. And the inning put up a 0. So that's 3 straight zeros by Egley after giving up a couple runs. It's 2-2. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Hamilton Beltway leads due up. Got a score update for you. The Battle Creek Bombers extended their lead. They're up 5-0 over the Lakeshore Chinooks. Now it's the bottom of the 6th. So looking good for the Bullfrogs. They can pull in a tie with the Chinooks with 2 games to play. Both those games against the Chinooks. So this one's coming out to be a fun one near the end of the season. The Bullfrogs, who have struggled in the first half, And have struggled in the second half at times as well, as Hamilton hits a high fly ball to O'Brien, and O'Brien makes the catch for out number 1. In fact, if you saw this team in the first half, and maybe after the first half said that the Bullfrogs would be playing for a playoff spot with 2 games to play, all they had to do is they had their games in their pocket, they'd win 2, then they go in. A lot of people would say you're crazy, but I know Skip and the coaching staff believed in this team. The guys believed in each other. Still make a run at this, and they felt like they still had a shot. And so far, with everything standing right now, and the Bullfrogs pick up a victory, they do. Even if the Bullfrogs fall and the Chinooks fall, they still remain 1 game back, and they just need to take 2. As Boatsway hits one hard, but right at Tyrell. Round number 2, a line out by Boatsway. 2 outs. And I'll bring up the third baseman, Brian Lees. Lees 0-for-2 today, flown out and struck out. In his 2 at bat, striking out on a breaking ball. Got a score update for you for the Green Bay Packers. Their Packers are up 10-5 over the Browns as Joe Callahan scored his first pro touchdown. Congratulations, Joe Callahan, for the Packers. He's the 3rd string quarterback on the roster. That ball's hit high chopper coming to field is Ramirez, but he drops it. That's going to be an error on Ramirez. As anyone still alive with 2 outs, Lee's at first. With Matt Hoig, the 9-hitter, stepping to the plate. He's 0-for-2 tonight. Thrown out and grounded out. Bullfrogs only have 1 guy on the bench as a position player for a sub. That's Quincy Naporti. Again, Jonah Davis out with an injury. And I believe it's going to be an injury that sidelines Davis for the rest of the season. So Jonah Davis is done. As Hoig takes one for a strike. A little low, 1-1, didn't like the call. So Bullfrogs down to 10 position players, 9 pitchers, 19 players. That's more than like a little league team. But somehow they're still in the mix and they're still fighting. As Hoig swings and misses over a breaking ball in the dirt, 1-2. Now Matt Hoig, who just signed on to play at Iowa, is currently facing his new teammate, Drake Robeson, who's playing at Iowa as well. So 2 teammates, as Robeson's going to get the better of Hoig in that at-bat as he strikes out a ball in the dirt. It is 0-0. Through 7 here from Joanne Stadium, Bullfrogs Baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
Miller time. Don't check your wrist or your calendar or follow up with your supervisor, because Miller time has nothing to do with when and everything to do with who.
What's up, Tommy?
Miller Lite is brewed for the guys you're proud to call your brothers. Not the ones who have your last name, the ones who have your back, who hold your ladder and won't send you to voicemail. Hey! Who'll always talk you out of getting that faux hawk and never talk during your backswing. Because guys who leave no buddy behind deserve a beer that leaves no taste behind. Whether you're running the table or a tab. Miller Lite is hopped not once, but 3 times for the guys who never call you by your birth name.
Manderson!
And when you've got your brothers and the light beer that tastes like a beer should, it's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms tonight with a low temperature of 65 degrees. We'll see northeasterly winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Saturday, look for scattered showers and storms with a high temperature of 78, and winds out of the north at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday looks partly cloudy with a high temperature of 80 degrees. Monday, lots of sun with a high temperature of 80. On Tuesday, we'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms with a high again reaching 80 degrees. Wednesday, look for a chance of storms with a high temperature of 81. For WOCO Radio, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
Welcome back, Bullfrog fans, and I hope you're paying attention as I was ending the outro on that one, getting into commercial. I accidentally said 0-0 is the score. I apologize. It's 2-2, but hopefully my listeners who were paying attention knew it was 2-2, and I was just testing you. So if you knew it was still 2-2, you passed the test. Congratulations. If you're a new listener, I'm sorry, but it's 2-2, not 0-0. As Ryan Long is going to step to the plate, it's going to be the middle of the order: Long, Ramirez, and O'Brien. This is the same three guys that started off the fourth that pushed across the 2 runs for the Rivets. 0-1 is therefore a strike. 0-2. Long, 1-for-2, struck out in his last at-bat and doubled and scored a run in the fourth, walk in the first. 2-2, we're in the 8th inning. As that ball is going to be a high chopper to Clemens. He fields, tags first base. 3 unassisted. Round number 1 here in the 8th. Let's take a look at the Northwoods League and all those scores that are going on. A full slate of action. See if those games were started after a couple of them were in a rain delay. We got a final. The Waterloo Bucks took down the Wilmer Stingers 5-3. Ricardo Ramirez sees a breaking ball, checks the swing, but it's going to be a strike anyway. The Duluth Huskies Rochester Hawker game resumes. Now it's at the top of the 4th, 5-1. Huskies out in front. The 0-1. Ramirez chases, now 0-2. St. Cloud has a 1-0 lead over the Mallards at the bottom of the 3rd. The Wisconsin Rapids Raptors 8-0 over the Kalamazoo Growlers, bottom of the 5th. As that one's hit well into right center, that's going to get down for a base hit. A 1-out hit for Ramirez. He's actually going to try to stretch it into a double, and he's going to be thrown out by Eustace. Eustace comes up firing, hits Hollander on a fly. Ramirez try to extend a single into double to get it to score position, but a not smart play, as he's going to be removed from the bases. That was 2 outs, no runners on. It's going to be a single, but thrown out a 8-6 putout. As O'Brien's going to hit a ground ball to Hoig. A 1-2-3 inning for Egley in the top of the 8th. It is 2-2. Right to the bottom half. Bullfrogs baseball. Northwoods League TV and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
For some of us, saving is in our nature. Oh, good morning, Mr. Squirrel. Oh, hi, Mama Bird. The rest of us might need a little help. Fortunately, there's EdVest, Wisconsin's official $5.29 college savings plan. EdVest accounts can be opened in about 15 minutes with just $25, and any earnings can grow free from state and federal income taxes. When it's time for my little birds to leave the nest, we'll be prepared to help them fly on their own at colleges, technical colleges, graduate schools, and professional schools nationwide. Birds of a feather save together with EdVest. Call 888-338-3789 or visit edvest.com for more information.
To learn more about the EdVest College Savings Plan, its investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the disclosure booklet at edvest.com. Check with your home state for tax advantages. Investments can lose value. TIAA CREF Individual and Institutional Services, LLC. Member FINRA. Distributor and underwriter.
Ready to take a voyage through the sounds and styles of some of the world's greatest musical performers? Hi, this is Mike Martin, host of Martini Mix, and every week I'll bring you timeless greats of music, time-tested artists like Count Basie, Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, and many more. I'll bring you the perfect blend of music, nice and cool, served straight up on Martini Mix with Mike Martin.
Listen to Martini Mix Sundays from 1 to 3 p.m. on WOCO Stereo FM 107.1.
Franklin Sports, proud to be the official batting glove of the Northwoods League. Throughout the summer, all 18 Northwoods League teams are wearing their very own custom team batting gloves, courtesy of Franklin Sports. As Laren Eustace is going to lead us off here in the 8th. But pitch swing hits a ground ball hard to Hargrove, but Hargrove Fields makes the play for round number 1. So for those Franklin batting gloves, to order your favorite team's design or create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom. That's franklinsports.com/custom. Enter the code NWL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Northwoods League to the Major Leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin batting gloves. 1 out, Hollander takes the first pitch down. Bottom of the 8th, there's 1 out. Nobody on. 2-2 is the score. Let's take a look back at those scores and finish off where we started. As Hollander's going to check his swing, that's going to go foul out of play. Last where we left off, the Raptors were up against the Growlers, 8-0. That's in the bottom of the 5th. The Kenosha Kingfish putting it on the Woodchucks, 10-3, bottom of the 5th. The Woodchucks, who had a really good shot at making the playoffs with 4 to play, just a game and a half with 4 games against the Kingfish, who sit at the bottom of the division, when unfortunately the Kingfish been playing them well, has already won the first one, and is currently beating them pretty bad in the second. 1-2 now to Hollander. Thunder Bay Border Cats up 4-3 over the Eau Claire Express, bottom of the 6th. Lacrosse Liner 7, Mankato Moondogs 3, that one's on top of the 5th. 1-2 to Hollander. Breaking ball, foul, stay alive. And then that game in Battle Creek, the Bombers still up 5-0 over the Chinooks. That one's in the top of the 7th. The Chinooks have 7 hits in the ballgame, but unable to put across any runs, as the Bombers have 5 runs on 8 hits. 1-2. Fastball up. Hollander checks the swing. It's going to be a ball 2-2. 1-4-3 is Josh Hollander. A couple of flyouts, but had a single and scored a run back in the 6th. He scored the tying run off an error by Ryan Long. A righty in the Rivets bullpen getting loose. As Hollander will foul one back. Stay alive, 2-2. This season for Josh Hollander entering tonight's ball game. 273 hitter, 24 hits in 88 at-bats, have scored 12 runs. 2 doubles, 1 triple, 8 RBIs, 15 walks, 25 strikeouts. He does have 5 stolen bases. 2-2. That one's fouled straight back. He stays alive at 2-2. Bullfrogs leading the season series 4-3. A win tonight would clinch them a victory over the Rivets. They've won the season series against the Woodchucks 5-3. They split against the Rapids. Raptors then split against the Kenosha Kingfish. They dropped 3 of 5 against Battle Creek. And the ball's in the dirt. And picked up by Williams. He throws out Hollander, round number 2. Split against Kalamazoo. Split against Kenosha. What else? Who else am I missing? Madison. They fell 3 of 5 against Madison. As a changeup swung and a miss by Shoemaker way out in front, and those are just, that's the season series for all the teams in the South. I believe I got them all. That one's going to miss down and in. They still have to finish up the one against the Chinooks, though, currently down 4-2. 1-1 to Shoemaker. He hits one foul, 1-2. Right now, he's 1-for-2 with an RBI single and a walk. Roberson has just eclipsed the 100 pitch mark. So he is done after that final strikeout. So Roberson will leave the ball game going 8 innings as he's going to have to be removed, but he strikes out Shoemaker to end the 8th. What a spectacular performance from the right-hander, but he leaves with a tie ball game. As we head into the 9th, it is 2-2. Bullfrogs baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
Summer can take toll on your floors. Dirt and sand digging in, destroying carpet and vinyl flooring. Check out the latest styles at Factory Direct Flooring of Green Bay. At Factory Direct Flooring, you can save money on new flooring by avoiding the middleman. Carpet starting at 55 cents per square foot. Vinyl flooring starting at 99 cents per square foot. They also have custom area rugs. You designed them, we make them. Factory Direct Flooring located at 1330 South Military Avenue at the intersection of 9th Street in Green Bay.
Who do I wrestle for? I wrestle on my high school team for Jason Garcia, my fiercest competitor during practice and my biggest fan during meets. I wrestle for my parents who practice what they preach, the importance of hard work, commitment, and dedication. I wrestle for the chance to put our little high school right here in Wisconsin on the map.
Wearing the uniform of your high school comes with a big responsibility. Younger kids look up to you. Your teammates count on you. And the reputation of your high school depends on you. Do you have what it takes to participate in a high school sport?
And I wrestle for the glory that is mine when I do my best. That's who I wrestle for.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
We are in the 9th. As Harrison Egley is still on the mound as he's been very good for your Bullfrogs so far through 8 innings. He's only given up 2 runs on 8 hits. Struck out 3. First pitch to Troy Traxler. It's going to be hit up the middle, but Egley makes a nice play. 1 pitch, 1 out. NEW Landscape and Lawn Care. The experienced landscape designers are experts at creating comfortable and visually pleasing outdoor living spaces that will complement your home. The installation crew will prepare the soil irrigation system and ensure new plants and trees are planted properly. Once the landscape has been installed, their one-time services and weekly and monthly service plans are designed to ensure your new landscape maintains its beauty. Visit greenbayLawnCare.com today for more information. That's NEW Landscape and Lawn Care. This is the most Harrison Egley has thrown inning-wise, but he's only at 87 pitches through 8 1/3. He has been extremely efficient. The last 4 innings, he has pitched under 10 pitches. So that's going to be a ball to Wassel. 5 of the 8 have been under 10 pitches. The 1-0 fouled off by Wassel. 1-4-3 is Wassel. Struck out in his first at bat, flew out the boat's way. In the 4th, but picked up a single in the 7th. He was later stranded at third base. As that ball is hit over the head of Honda, so that's going to be a single, back-to-back singles for Wassel in his at-bats, and it'll be a 1-out base runner for the Rivets. Bullfrogs have B.J. Sable getting loose in the bullpen. He hasn't pitched in a few ball games, as last time he pitched was on Saturday. For the Bullfrogs, he pitched Tuesday in that Major League Dream Showcase game. But didn't pitch in Kenosha on that game on Wednesday. It didn't pitch last night. And Williams, first pitch is a ball downstairs. Anyway, trying to go 9 complete. That would be impressive, as this is his last regular season start. Bullfrogs can pull out a playoff run. He can pitch in the playoffs. The 1-0 that misses inside 2-0 to Williams. The catcher is 1 for 2. Had a single in the 4th, rounded out in the 3rd, sack bunt in the 7th. Trying to get on base, but potentially flip the lineup over with a runner in scoring position. But the 2-0 pitch is fouled off. That foul ball brought to you by Tri-City Glass and Door. For all your glass and door needs, call 920-468-7820. Now, how long is Egley's leash, though, in this inning? It's a 2-2 ball game. You want to give him a chance to try to finish this one out. He's pitching well. He's got 4 straight scoreless innings on the mound. But when you got a lethal left-handed pitcher in Sable, a guy who is one of the best relief pitchers in the Northwoods League, when you make that decision, it's going to be a tough one for Skip. But looking ahead, you got Tyrell, who is a right-handed hitter up. So I think Egley will probably face Tyrell at least. That one's going to miss and get away from onside just a little bit. But Wassel stays at first, 3-1 to Williams. But then you got Cronin, who's a lefty. But then Hargrove is a righty. Then you got Ramirez, Long, a lefty. Ramirez, a righty. So they kind of put together a really solid lineup to not get doubled up or tripled up with lefties. As Williams is gonna walk. So it's 1 out and runners at first and second for the Rivets. And Neil Tyrell stepping to the plate. A dangerous Neil Tyrell. It looks like pitcher coach Angelo Nicolosi is going to come out and talk with Egley. Then tonight, you saw Chris Boatsway wearing the number 0 jersey. This jersey is brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, reminding you to strive for zeros in Wisconsin. Also, remember, fans, for all your grocery needs, visit Festival Foods. Great stuff. It's just not a lot of money. That's Festival Foods. So first and second, 1 out. We're in the top of the 9th of a 2-2 ball game, and at the moment could be a must-win for the Bullfrogs. Neil Tyrell, who's hitting for the Rivets, steps in. He's 2 for 4 today. A triple and a single in his last at-bat. And he has hurt the Bullfrogs all season long. He's hitting .412 against the Bullfrogs in 6 ball games. As a breaking ball is going to be in their 4th strike. Nice pitch by Egley. I would assume this is Egley's last batter. 96 pitches thrown by the right-hander. But a lefty on deck. Assume they would go to Sable in that situation. 0-1 to Tyrell. Another breaking ball and another strike. Back-to-back really good pitches by Harrison Egley. Doubling up on those breaking balls. 0-2 now to Tyrell. Right now the Battlefield Bombers still winning over the Chinooks 5-0. 0-2. Fastball up, trying to get Tyrell to chase. But smartly lays off. 1-2. So as it stands right now, the Bullfrogs, if the Chinooks lose and the Bullfrogs win, they would come into a tie for their 4th and final playoff spot. 1-2. In the dirt, Tyrell swings and misses. Big time strikeout by Harrison Egley. And that's going to bring up David Cronin. And we'll see if Skip goes with Sable or leaves Egley in there. Sable's ready. Down in the bullpen. And we'll see. So far, Skip has not sat up from his seat. And David Cronin's going to step in. First and second, 2 outs. Big-time strikeout of Terrell by Egley, 2 outs. And it looks like Egley's going to get a shot at Cronin. Cronin's 1-for-4 today. Breaking ball, that one's hit into left center. This Boatsway's giving chase, and he makes the catch. That was a close one, but Boatsway makes the catch. Egley gets out of the inning as he's thrown 9 innings, 5 straight scoreless. It is 2-2 in the bottom of the 9th as
Attention pizza lovers, have you tried a Brewpub pizza? Designed to be the best of the best pub pizzas ever made, every Brewpub Lots of Matza pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies and topped with over a half-pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Brewpub Lots of Matza pizzas are made right here in Wisconsin. Brewpub Lots of Matza pizzas are available at your local grocer and tavern. Check Brewpub Pizzas out at facebook.com/brewpubpizza and get more details at brewpubpizza.com. Brewpub Lots of Matza pizzas, official frozen pizza of the Green Bay Bullfrogs.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Wisconsin did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
You're listening to your #1 home for youth sports, WOCO Stereo FM, O'Connell, Wisconsin.
Bottom of the 9th. Tied 2-2. Harrison Egley just finished his 9th inning. 5 straight scoreless. As Riverside runners on first and second. With 1 out. Got a big strikeout of Tyrell, and then Cronin flew out to end the inning. 3, 4, 5, 6. Clemens on start. Hamilton. First pitch is going to miss up for 1. Joe Romero is on the mound for the Rivets. He replaces Robeson. Clemens squares, pulls back. Going to be a strike. So Robeson went 8 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs scored, only 1 was earned, 1 walk. 5 strikeouts. An impressive performance. That ball's going to be hit back to Romero. It hits off his glove. He recovers. Goes to first. Hargrove stays in there and gets out. Clemens. That could have been a disaster play. Romero hits off his glove. Doesn't know where it is. Quickly finds it. Has to get rid of it. Ball was thrown up the line. But Hargrove stayed in there. Made the play. Out number 1. Joe Romero, 6'4", 235 junior from Albany. First pitch to Onstad. That one's to be popped up in foul territory. Boat's going to go out of play. Last time out for Romero against Kalamazoo. Went 2 1/3 innings, allowed 1 run on 1 hit. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. That 1 run, though, was unearned. But the last time he was in Green Bay, folks, remember that? It was a 3-3 ball game in the 9th. The Bullfrogs won on a sac fly RBI by Jonah David. That ball is going to be hit into left field. But Wassel makes the catch. Round number 2. He gave up the winning run, and remember, that bang-bang play at the plate with Austin Clemens. Umpire called him safe, and Romero and catcher Williams lost their minds. Remember that. They both got ejected from that ball game. Even though the game ended, they still got ejected as they both were in the umpire's face. As Hamilton sends a ball straight to center field. That's going to be a base hit. Brad Hamilton, 2-out single. Gets the Bullfrogs going here in the bottom of the ninth. The winning run now at first. Now bringing up Chris Boatsway. Ball in the gap potentially could end this ball game. Hamilton has some speed. For a catcher, once he gets moving, he will rumble and tumble his way to the plate. And that to be a breaking ball. That's going to miss. 1-0 to Boatsway. Tonight, Chris, 0-for-3. He lined out throwing his last step, but hit the ball well. That one's going to be inside, 2-0. Brian Lee's on deck. Sable will be coming into the ball game for Egley in the 10th, if there is a 10th. That ball misses down. 3-0 now to Boatsway. As Boatsway's in danger, Romero's in danger of walking Boatsway to put the winning run at second base. And guess who's stepping in the on-deck circle? It's first baseman Quincy Naporti. Naporti will hit for Brian Lees if it comes to it, as he is now on deck. Strike to Boatsway, it's 3-1. 3-1 pitch. That one's fouled straight back. It's now a full count. 3-2. 2 outs. Now this actually kind of works in the Bullfrogs' favor. You got Brad Hamilton on the move. If Boatsway can put one in the gap, Hamilton will almost assuredly score being on the run. So this actually might work in the Bullfrogs' favor. Let's take a look. Exciting moments here. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Boatsway. He chases. And that's going to do it. We are through 9 innings here from Joannes. It is a 2-2 ball game. And we got some free baseball. Head to the 10th. Sable coming on a pitch. Bullfrogs Baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports.
Have you heard of all the mortgage options we have to offer? NEW Credit Union is here for you when you're ready to make your move. We do home purchases, mortgage refinancing, loans for cabins and vacation homes, as well as land. We also have a home equity line of credit and home improvement loans too. Call one of our helpful mortgage specialists today for all the details. 800-924-1250. That's 800-924-1250. Or start your application online at www.newcu.org. NEW Credit Union is an equal housing opportunity lender serving all who live or work in Brown, Marinette, Shawano, and Oconto counties. Federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Certain terms, fees, and closing costs may apply. Property insurance may be required. All loans subject to approval. We have offices in Oconto, Oconto Falls, and Surrey. At NEW Credit Union, we can help you own it.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field. I love the fact that since he's been playing high school sports, he's making better decisions. And I love knowing that with the proper equipment, education, conditioning, and coaching, high school sports here in Wisconsin are safer than ever before. And that's something I really love.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
All right, it's free baseball here at Joannes. 2-2 at the top of the 10th. Cellcom call to the bullpen. Cellcom built for you. It's going to be B.J. Sable. Now on a pitch for your Bullfrogs. Harrison Egley, absolutely masterful in tonight's performance. He went 9 innings, gave up 9 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Fortunately, the Bullfrogs unable to give him that much run support as they only could muster 2 runs themselves. So we're at the top of the 10th. And it's going to be the middle of the order for the Rivets. Hargrove, Long, and Ramirez due up a lot of power in these next 3 guys. His first pitch is going to be fouled off. So B.J. Sable making his 28th appearance this season. He's thrown 34.2 innings, giving up 6 runs on 17 hits, 16 walks, and has 56 strikeouts. A 2-1 record and a 1.55 ERA. That ball sent into right center. That's going to be a base hit for Hargrove. Leadoff single for the Rivets, and now they have the go-ahead run on the bases with nobody out here in the 10th. Ryan Long out of Texas Tech has 1 hit. He's 1 for 3 today. We'll see if he maybe sacrifices himself or let him swing away. He's going to swing. And he'll take a first pitch strike. Had that double back in the 4th, but a strikeout and a ground out in his last 2 at-bats. Sable, who is extremely difficult against lefties. Giving up only 1 long ball to a lefty. That was Dalton Varsho. Remember back in Eau Claire in the first month of the season. Pick off attempt. Safe is Hargrove. Lefties are just hitting 108 against Sable. He's recorded 25 strikeouts and 37 at-bats. Wow, that's a crazy stat right there. Only 12 lefties have put the ball in play off of Sable. Impressive stuff. He is the definition of a lefty specialist. Long down now 0-2. As he squared a bunt pulled back. 1-2 to Long. Sable has also walked 7 lefties as well. The 1-2 to Long with Hargrove at first. Tie ball game, top of the 10th. Pickup attempt. Safe is Hargrove. Hargrove has 5 stolen bases this season. So I wouldn't expect him to be running. You don't want to run the only base run you have off the base is the potential go-ahead run. 1-2. As Long scores the ball. Bunt again. Surprised to see him score a bunt with 2 strikes. Coach Smith must be extremely confident in Long's bunting ability to get the ball down with 2 strikes. Because if he doesn't hit it fair, it's going to be considered a strikeout. So 2-2 down to Long. Runner goes, and Long swings. It looks like it's a hit and run. So Long fouls one off, and he stays alive. Long hitting .333 against the Bullfrogs this season. Does have 1 home run and a couple RBIs. Doesn't strike out though that often. He only has 4 strikeouts against the Bullfrogs compared to his 9 walks. So it's going to be another 2-2 pitch. Sable gets the sign from Onstadt. And he swings and misses. A big strikeout by Sable to get long out number 1. Now remember when Quincy Laporte was on deck for Brian Lees? Chris Boatswain struck out, so we couldn't get a chance to hit. Brian Lees is out there in the field. So we'll see if they use Quincy Laporte to lead off an inning. Or if they keep Lees in the ballgame. Double pick on attempt, safe over at first. Ricardo Ramirez, 2 for 4 today. As he has picked up 5 hits in this series. 5 for 9. A single in his last at bat, and then a RBI double in the 4th. Just so grounded out and struck out. Hit a big 3 home run yesterday, so he does have that power. First pitch misses low, 1-0. Hargrove at first. We led off the 10th with a single. Swing and a miss by Ramirez. He was trying to hit that one a long. It'll be a 1-1 count. Sable against righties, almost just as dominant. Righties are just hitting 160. As that's going to be a strike 1 and 2. He struck out 31 righties and 93 batters faced. So not as good of a ratio against lefties, but still high strikeout numbers. That's a third of the batters he faces. He strikes out. 1-2. Now looks like a changeup. Misses down, good eye by Ramirez. 2-2 to count, 1 out. The Chinooks picked up a couple runs, though. It's in the top of the 8th. It's 5-2, Battle Creek leads. Chinooks trying to make a late inning comeback. The pickup at Jeff Hargrove again gets back safely. Chinooks have a runner at second with 2 outs, and Zach Taylor at the plate trying to push across a 3rd run, make that game a little interesting. As we're 2-2 here in Green Bay. 2-2 pitch. Ricardo Ramirez fouls it off. Now Sable's not going to overpower you. He throws an 81, 83 mile per hour fastball, but it's the deception that gets you. That sidearm whipping motion causes a lot of fits for right-handers and left-handed hitters, but to righties, the ball seems to catch up on them quickly. You rarely see righties pull the baseball on Sable. He throws 81, 83, but it looks like it's coming like 86, 87. And that one's going to miss down and in. Ramirez just holds off, and they're going to check it. The fielding umpire, they say no swing. That was a tough pitch to lay off. That was a breaking ball down and in. Had a late break. It looked like it was going to be a strike, but darted towards his back foot, and that's a perfect pitch for Sable. Ramirez just a little bit better on that one as he takes it 3-2. 1 out. Hargrove at first. We'll see if he's in motion in this situation with Keane O'Brien on deck. Pickoff attempt. Hargrove again gets back standing up. O'Brien, a right-handed hitter on deck. Back-to-back righties coming up before 2 lefties, Walsh and Williams. Full count, 1 out to Ramirez. Where's it going to go? Ramirez hits it well to right field. Going back is Shoemaker towards the wall. He makes the catch right up against the wall for out number 2. Wow, Ramirez mere feet away from hitting a 2-run shot here in the top of the 9th. But Shoemaker just catches it in front of the wall. 2 outs. Hargrove still at first. Ramirez took a good swing on that one, took it for a ride. That was near that Liney's fan deck, excuse me. That would have been a home run, but kind of hit it to a deeper part in right field. Keno Bryan's going to take a first pitch strike from Sable. So both closers are in the ball game. Joe Romero for the Rivets, BJ Sable for the Bullfrogs. Sable taking over the closing duties after Jeremy Graff left the team. Jeremy Graff took the closing duties over when Harrison Egley went to the starting rotation. Hargrove's going to go. O'Brien to ground ball to Hollander. Hollander mishandles it but gets rid of it, and it goes over Clemens' glove. The ball gets away. Hargrove is going to head to third. It's going to be an error on Hollander. And now the Rivets have runners at second and third, 2 outs. Hollander mishandled the ball, trying to rush the throw to O'Brien. But it got away from Clemens. Thankfully, that didn't enter into the dugout, because if it did, the Rivets would have scored, as you get 1 base on a ball out of play. E6. With Troy Traxler stepping to the plate and Skip Handelsman. And he's going to go out and talk to his pitcher, BJ Sable. Maybe try to calm down the Bullfrogs defense. NEW Landscape and Lawn Care. The experienced landscape designers are experts at creating comfortable and visually pleasing outdoor living spaces that will complement your home. The installation crew will prepare the soil, irrigation system, and ensure new plants and trees are planted properly. Once the landscape has been installed, their one-time services and weekly and monthly service plans are designed to ensure your new landscape maintains its beauty. Visit greenbaylawncare.com today for more information. Quick meeting for Skip. I think you just, again, want to just calm down his defense and see what they do with Troy Traxler. You got a righty, yep, in the box, and then Wassler lefty on deck. And they're going to left to walk Traxler. So it's going to be bases loaded for the Rivets. The second pitch is a ball, 2-0. A lot of pressure. And bases loaded. It's going to be base loaded, 2 outs. And Wassel going to step to the plate. It's going to be a forced play at any base. So a ground ball up the middle, I would assume that Hollander and Hoyer are just going to flip it to the other one. As 4 successful intentional pitches. And now Jack Wassel steps to the plate. So in the top of the 10th, there are 2 outs. Bases loaded. Runner at first was Hargrove when O'Brien hit a ground ball to Hollander. Hollander mishandled the ball, then rushed his throw and got away from Clemens at first. Moved to second and third, 2 outs, and then that walk to Traxler brings up Wassel. First pitch he sees. Going to be a strike at the belt. 0-1. Wassel, 2 for 4. He has picked up base hits in his last 2 at-bats after starting 0-2 with a strikeout and a flyout. 0-1. And that one just misses outside. A good pitch. A slider by Sable. But a little too much late movement. It's going to be 1-1. "21 pitches for Sable in the inning. The 1-1, and that one's fouled off. It's going to be 1-2. So 1-2, 2 outs. Wassel in the hole, and with 2 strikes, that's where you don't want to be with Sable. He has so many pitches that he can beat you with. as I would expect to go with his out pitch, his number one, and that's his slider. They can beat you with your best pitch. One, two. Slider, and that one just misses. A little down and away. A really good pitch. Tough pitch for Wassel to lay off of. 2-2. Go back with that slider once again if you're Sable. Bases loaded, 2 outs, the 2-2 ball game. We're at the top of the 10th inning. The pitch from Sable. Inside, almost hitting Wassel. And now it's a full count. The runners are going to be on the move. Sable has nowhere to put Wassel. He went with the fastball 2-2. Does he go with the fastball again, or does he trust his luck, trust his slider, and go with a breaking ball? Sable comes set. The full count pitch. Runners go. And that misses outside. Ball 4. Sable walks in the go-ahead run in the top of the 10th, and the Rivets now take a 3-2 lead. Pat Wassel 1-2. But unable to finish him off. 2 tough pitches, really close. That maybe could have gone either way, but doesn't go the way of the Bullfrogs and Sable. So it's 3-2 now. The bases are still going to be loaded. There's still 2 outs, but it's a 3-2 Rivets lead. The error by Honder. The difference, though, that would have ended the inning. But unfortunately, kept the inning alive. Braden Williams steps to the plate. Sable at 25 pitches. First 2, well, that's going to be in the dirt, blocked up by Onstock. Good stop, as he's going to need to be really good behind the plate. Don't want to give up another run. Keep the deficit at 1. That's manageable. You got Lees, Hoig, and Eustace due up for the Bullfrogs. The 1-0 pitch to Williams. That one's up, 2-0. As Onstott's going to go and talk to his pitcher. Cousin subs is Deli Fresh Daily. Don't settle for average. You deserve better. Better bread, better subs. Cousins. Now Clemens goes over and has a word, trying to maybe instill some more confidence into Sable. If I'm Williams here, I'll at least take 1 strike. They can throw it over the plate first, because he's thrown 5 straight balls at the moment. The Bombers are leading 5-2, still over the Chinooks. That one's the bottom of the 8th. Bombers is the home team, so the Chinooks down to their final 3 outs coming up. So right now the Bullfrogs are trailing, so they would not be able to pick up a game over the Chinooks. The 2-0. Strike. Slider. 2-1. Gutsy call by Onstott and Sable. But again, that's his best pitch. Maybe 2-1 to Williams. He's 1 for 2 today. A single on the ground out, has a sac bunt and a walk. That one's inside, and that one misses. It's 3-1 to Williams. Sable in danger of walking in another run. Now, if I'm Williams, I'm taking this pitch. Make him throw 2 straight strikes. That's the mindset you have at the plate right now in the situation. 3-1. And that one up and in, and that's going to be ball 4. So Sable loses another one. And now it's 4-2. Rivets lead. Back-to-back walks bring in back-to-back runs. And I think they're going to have to get the bullpen going at some point, as it's 30 pitches right now for Sable in this inning. Hamilton, one of the catchers, is going to go and try to get somebody warmed up. I'm not sure who they're going in yet. I'll let you guys know when I see that. And it's going to be the top of the order, though. Down 4-2. That first pitch is going to be a strike to Neil Tyrell. The tough part about those two walks, though, is they were both against lefties. Those are where Sable excels, but tonight, unfortunately, just losing some command. As that one's going to be hit in the air to shallow right center field. Shoemaker on, makes the catch, and the inning ends. But unfortunately, 2 walks with the bases loaded brings home 2 runs for the Rivets, and they take a 4-2 lead into the bottom of the 10th. The Bullfrogs are going to need a late inning rally once again against its Rivets team to try to walk them off, or at least tie the ball game to extend it. This is Bullfrogs Baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio.
Attention business owners, it's tough enough to make a buck in today's competitive world. But if you're sending Washington and Madison more income tax money than you put in your own pocket, you're not going to be long for this world. Stop complaining and do something about it. Things don't just magically change by themselves. The tax code is full of legit loopholes and planning ideas for all size business operations, but you need to team up with a proactive CPA at Eilenfeld, Scatterton, and Anderson to put them into action. Call 715-735-0583 before it's too late.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms tonight with a low temperature of 65 degrees. We'll see northeasterly winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Saturday, look for scattered showers and storms with a high temperature of 78 and winds out of the north at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday looks partly cloudy with a high temperature of 80 degrees. Monday, lots of sun with a high temperature of 80. On Tuesday, we'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms with a high again reaching 80 degrees. Wednesday, look for a chance of storms with a high temperature of 81. For WOCO Radio, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
Summer can take toll on your floors. Dirt and sand digging in, destroying carpet and vinyl flooring. Check out the latest styles at Factory Direct Flooring of Green Bay. At Factory Direct Flooring, you can save money on new flooring by avoiding the middleman. Carpet starting at 55 cents per square foot. Vinyl flooring starting at 99 cents per square foot. They also have custom area rugs. You designed them, we make them. Factory Direct Flooring located at 1330 South Military Avenue at the intersection of 9th Street in Green Bay.
All right, the bottom of the 10th, your Bullfrogs unfortunately are down by a couple as the Rockford Rivets scored 2. They took advantage of an error and a couple walks as Joe Romero is going to come out for his second inning of work and try to close this one out. Romero is in line for the victory, Sable in line for the loss. Brian Lees is going to lead us off. First pitch. He's going to miss out. Romero last time, he had a 1-run lead. Heading into the 9th, he gave up a couple to blow that game for the Rivets. Maybe the Bullfrogs can do it tonight as well. 1-0 leads. That one misses up 2-0. Lees today, 0-for-3. He reached on Aaron his last at-bat. By Ramirez, he struck out and flown out. Two and 1 after that strike to Lees. And that one's hit well by Lees to center field. Cronin's going back towards the warning track and makes the catch right up against the wall. For out number 1, Brian Lees took that pitch for a ride, but hit to the deepest part of the ballpark, and that's going to be out number 1. And that's going to bring up a pinch hitter. A pinch hitter, it's going to be the only Bullfrogs position player left. It's going to be Quincy Naporti. Naporti pinch hitting for Matt Hoy here in the bottom of the 10th. First pitch swinging, and he fouls one back. Hoy finishes the day 0-for-3. I think Skip wishes that Quincy was hitting with runners in scoring position, but he's going to have to settle for something to try to get somebody on base and maybe get Quincy a home run, cuts the deficit in half, or try to get a ball in the gap and get a runner in scoring position. The 0-2 to Naporti. And that ball's going to be hit in the air. Cronin's going to have to come in. But he makes the catch for out number 2, so a couple of flags to Cronin, and the Bullfrogs are down to their final out here tonight. A game that Egley pitched fantastically in might go for loss as the Bullfrogs are down to their final out, down 4-2 against the Rivets. Pitch to Eustace. Breaking ball misses outside. Eustace is having a nice ball game. He's 2 for 4, a couple singles, a stolen base, and a run scored for the Indiana outfielder. He grounded out to Hargrove at first base in his last at bat. That one misses in, 2-0. A loss right here for the Bullfrogs moves them a game and a half behind the Chinooks at the moment. The Chinooks are still losing 5-2. If the Rivets pull this one out, they move in a tie with the Bullfrogs, and their playoff chances are still alive. As the 2-0 is going to be a strike, 2-1. Two-1 to Eustace. Hits a weak ground ball to Ramirez at third. Makes the play, and that's going to do it. The Bullfrogs fall in this one in extra innings, 4-2 to the Rivets, as the Rivets complete the sweep of the Bullfrogs. We're going to be back with some stats and a recap and a look ahead, but the Bullfrogs fall 4-2 to the Rivets. Bullfrogs baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Still FM Sports Radio.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to.
Then what you're going to
believe
do is turn onto Marcy
and Brett
Avenue.
just broke up,
and go past the first
apparently
3
she's
lights,
happy
and then
about
take
it.
the next left.
I don't really
then drive
think
5
she's
more
happy,
blocks,
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the
Anyway,
right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms tonight with a low temperature of 65 degrees. We'll see northeasterly winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Saturday, look for scattered showers and storms with a high temperature of 78, and winds out of the north at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday looks partly cloudy with a high temperature of 80 degrees. Monday, lots of sun with a high temperature of 80. On Tuesday, we'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms with a high again reaching 80 degrees. Wednesday, look for a chance of storms with a high temperature of 81. For WOCO Radio, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
This is Kirsten, General Manager of Peshtigo and O'Connell Pharmacies. Stop in today and shop our huge selection of unique gifts, home decor, and craft items. You'll be surprised. We're more than just a pharmacy. Peshtigo and O'Connell Pharmacies. Our family helping your family.
All right, welcome back to Joanny Stadium. Your Bullfrogs fall to the Rockford Rivets, 4-2. The Rivets complete the sweep, and it's a tough loss for your Bullfrogs. They move to a 32-38 overall, a tie with the Rivets at the moment. They're a half game above the Growlers. The Growlers are about to fall, so it would be a 3-way tie for 5th place. It's a tough one, folks, because Lakeshore Chinooks are about to fall to the Bombers. As it's the top of the 9th, the Bombers have a 5-2 lead. So tonight it was the pitchers that shine in this one. We'll start with the Rivets arm. Drake Robeson went 8 innings, 5 hits allowed, 2 runs, 1 of them earned, 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. Those 2 runs coming back in the 6th inning as he started the game 5 scoreless. Harrison Egley was just as fantastic, as he went 9 innings, gave up 2 runs on 9 hits, walked 2, struck out 4. He went 9. He was able to keep his pitch count a little lower than Robeson. Robeson had to be removed from the game after exceeding 100, and Egley could not come back in for the 10th, as he exceeded 100 as well. We'll start with the scoring on the Rivets side. They scored their 2 runs back in the 4th, back-to-back doubles by Ryan Long and Ricardo Ramirez. And then an RBI single by Traxler, 2-0. But in the 6th, the Bullfrogs got 3 hits in a row. Eustace single, Hollander singles, 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Shoemaker RBI single, then an error by Ryan Long brought home the 2nd run, 2-2. The next 3 innings, scores for both sides. But it was the 10th as B.J. Sabo came on the mound. He gave up a leadoff single to Hargrove, struck out Long, got Ramirez to fly out. Put a ground ball to Hollander, as Hollander was unable to make the play. Kept the inning alive, 2nd and 3rd. 2 outs. An intentional walk to Traxler made it bases loaded. But walks to Wassel, walks to Williams. Bring home 2 runs for the Rivets. And that would be the ball game as the Bullfrogs went down in order in the 10th inning. Bullfrogs will be back in action tomorrow as they face the Lakeshore Chinooks. Game time is going to be an earlier start, 6:15 from Mequon. It's going to be a winner-take-all series. The Bullfrogs need to win both those ball games to make it into the playoffs. The Chinooks just need to win 1. So it should be a fun one. It's a home and away series, so we'll start in Mequon and then finish up in Green Bay on Sunday, and that's a 4:05 start from Joanne's on Sunday. And that's the last game of the 2016 Northwoods League regular season, so fans, come out and show your support. And it's going to be Fan Appreciation Day at the ballpark. And guys, you know those awesome cheese jerseys that were designed by those Green Bay West high school students that the Bullfrogs have been wearing all season long? Well, you're going to get a chance to purchase one of those jerseys, as it's going to be the Asphalt Seal and Repair and Straight Cheese alternate jersey auction, as the proceeds are going to go to the Green Bay East High School. So come out, watch your Bullfrogs potentially clinch a playoff berth, and also get a chance to go home with one of those awesome alternate cheese jerseys. For Joe, Spencer, Colin, and Dave, I am Brandon Morgan. The Bullfrogs fall 4-2 to the Rockford Rivets. Bullfrogs Baseball, Northwoods League TV, and WOCO Stereo FM Sports Radio. Good night. Until next time.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Was a good friend of mine.
That was Green Bay Bullfrogs Baseball on WOCO Stereo FM. Today's sponsors were Nicolet National Bank, Brew Pub Pizza, Edvest, and Triangle Distribution Miller. Catch all Bullfrogs action on your sports leading WOCO Stereo FM.